All right, hello there. Welcome to my showcase of my Spoopy house and house flipper. This is part of the network's Spoopy House Flip Off. Now, I am going in contention with Rich the Redneck, Jeremy the Madman, the Rising Phoenix, well, and myself. So, yes, say hi to YouTube chat. We are live streaming this so that way, those who are here live get to see it first. Now, if you are not familiar with how this is working, what we're doing is we're showing these off, posting them to YouTube. Then we post the links to those YouTube videos into our Discord server, The Network. And The Network is a Discord server that is a community of multiple creators coming together and building long-lasting friendships. And, just providing support for each other in various different ways. Now, this competition is the first that we've ever done, so this will be a exciting one. So for my Spoopy House Flip-Off, there is a theme to it, and my theme is horror movies. I'm a huge movie buff. I love horror movies, so that's why I want to focus on horror movies. So, without further ado, why don't we show you the house? Oh, BKB. So here we go. So, nothing really done to the outside because I didn't have enough time for it. But we have some, spooky decorations. And what we're actually going to start with is the garage. So, the garage, yes, is right here. This is kind of a mix between Texas Chainsaw Massacre, as well as some more like generic crazy guy type movies where you just have one guy who is just absolutely insane and has lots of guns and tries to kill people, buries people. This is just like the general tribute to most things horror. And nothing crazy in here. We did make it a little freaky, made sure that there was a spotlight, and the common theme to almost every horror movie, death to virgins. The virgin is always the one that is the primary character, and everything is always built to be a metaphor of the virgin becoming stronger and going through all the challenges of becoming a woman, is what it usually kind of winds up being, right? So that's just kind of the idea behind this. And of course, we've got some security cams here because, you got to keep it freaky, right? You got to keep it freaky where they're just watching everything you do. So that is essentially the garage. And of course, our little tribute to zombies. Now, one thing I also need to mention is I used only assets in the game. I did not use any assets outside of the game as it is. So I just didn't have time. So this is with all the DLCs, and this was all built with that in mind. So when we exit, we then enter The Shining. Yes, this is my little tribute to The Shining. Come play with us. So that's kind of the point of this hallway, is to make it... I couldn't get the actual patterns and everything, but I tried to capture the feel. With Canadian butt sex, maybe? So when you come into the house, you do have the scary and the scary pumpkin and whatnot. But you come into The Shining. So we're gonna make our way now down to the first bedroom, which is the kids' bedroom. Now, before I show you the kids' bedroom, I do have to dedicate this room to one of my community members in particular. Sparky, this is for you. Welcome to It. This is the It room. Yes, the clowns are all around you. The ceiling, we all float down here. So, yes, the fun thing about the clown masks is they actually will wiggle and change, which is just fantastic. I know who Sparky is not voting for. Yes.
It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Anxiety Onion. Welcome on in. Can't stay, but wanted to check in. No problem. We're just showing off my Spoopy house. Welcome on in. So yeah. So I tried to make this where it's, the unsettling clown idea. Now let me turn on the light because I wanted to make sure that like the floors were creepy and the fact that they don't go the same way. Just, trying to make it just feel uneasy, not just the fucking clown heads, but with everything. So yeah, tried to give that feeling. Now, one of the things I love is that this is legitimately in the game. This is legitimately in House Flipper. This is called the Georgie, and it has a light. Did you know this? Well, look, there he is. There is Pennywise right there. Perfect. I was looking for something that just looks sewer grady, and I found that. How perfect was that? So as you come in, you can get greeted by Pennywise himself. So yeah, this is a nice way to, creep out the children. And again, this room was dedicated to Sparky. All right. Hey, welcome on in, Detroit. We are currently filming, essentially. We are doing the House Flipper, our flip off for the network. Make sure you're in the Discord server so you can vote on who is your favorite. This is mine as I record it, and then we'll upload it to YouTube, and we have it posted. All four of us will have it posted for you guys to vote on. All right, so the next room I'm about to show you. This is dedicated for my wife. Yes, I know. And I'll explain it as we go. So, it was all a dream. Welcome to the Freddy Krueger room. Welcome to the Nightmare on Elm Street room. This is all meant to give you the vibe of Freddy Krueger. So this is dedicated to my wife for the simple reason this is her number one favorite movie franchise is Nightmare on Elm Street. So let me turn on the light here. So, made this a little comfy, if you dare sit in things. And over here we have some weapons that the teenagers would use. Kind of tried to give some feel of, Freddy Krueger and different things. Like we have the football for, the jock who normally dies, jump rope, hairbrush, comb, tried to make everything feel Freddy Krueger like. And with that, I made sure that we had the representation of the boilers and how he burned and everything like that. Looking to the ceiling, it gives you that feeling of where he was, burned, where he normally would take the children and everything, making it freaky. And then I tried to design this as best I could after the bed that Johnny Depp died in, where he gets sucked into the bed and then his blood gets exploded on the ceiling. So this is basically my tribute to the Nightmare on Elm Street series. So hope you guys enjoy this. And then we will move on. Now, do you guys... how do I want to do this? Let's do the kitchen first. We will do the kitchen first. So in here, in the kitchen, I want you... It is another horror franchise that I love dearly. The Saw franchise. Yes. So in here, I wanted to give the feeling of that room that Saw iconically is known for, where it has the subway tiling around, the industrial lights on the ceiling, and then putting dangers in different places. Like there are things that just don't belong here. Naturally, I have to have the saw there, knives. And, a lot of things involved, cutting off appendages and basically ripping people open. What better place to do that than the kitchen? And so I made sure everything had that red feel to it, making sure that there was plenty of weapons available and ready to go. And of course, I added some brownies because why not? And then, where's the pig head? I couldn't find a pig head. I couldn't find a pig head in the assets. So, and again, I did this with only assets available in the game because I just did not have enough time. Next up, this is Trick or Treat. Now, this is another one of my favorite Halloween movies of all time. I love Trick or Treat, the intertwining of different stories. Also, King Jokers, welcome on in. Getting a follower while filming. How you doing, buddy? A long time. Yes, how you doing? Currently, we're filming my Spoopy House show off.
Welcome to being part of the Nerdcast family. We hope you enjoy being part of one of the best communities in the world.
Thank you, Felix. So give me a minute. I'll be with you once we end the recording part of this. I've only got a few more rooms to go to show off for my Spoopy House. So Trick or Treat, if you haven't seen this movie, one, you need to. It's multiple stories that intertwine with each other in some way, shape, or form.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, because I watched that movie a lot. So this room is primarily based off of the bus driver who was responsible for killing the kids. But when Sam comes to meet him, because he didn't put out any pumpkins or he didn't do anything to keep, the evil spirit of Halloween at bay. So I added all the pumpkins in that Sam did. And then just tried to get a kind of some feels where he had the old TV. He didn't have anything new. He only had his chair. The photos just make him feel like they were the photos of the kids from, the bus that he threw over the edge. Just trying to give that feel. It is black and orange. So we got the black ceiling tiles, black flooring, and the orange paint on the walls. And then, we have some walls here that are also black. So we just tried to give it that feel of Trick or Treat. Again, everything is always about the feeling that we're trying to invoke. The next one, this is supposed to be Friday the 13th. Forgive me, because I figured Jason Voorhees, Camp Crystal Lake, water. That's where it's got to go, right? So over here, we've got the evil ducky, to kind of help the lake metaphor, as well as this is supposed to be a machete. We didn't actually have a machete, so I had to work with what I got. But giving you this idea of Camp Crystal Lake, having the hockey stick is supposed to, in some way representing Jason Voorhees because they don't have the hockey mask. So, you make do with what you can. But, we have this green and black and blue, kind of the whole idea of, summer camp, those colors that you see in summer camp. So this is supposed to be like your representation of Camp Crystal Lake. And of course, we have a little waterfall in here. And since I didn't have enough room, I couldn't put anything bigger. So I worked with what I got. So this is your Friday the 13th room, your Jason Voorhees room. And then our final one, and this is dedicated to the network community because I love you guys so much. I give to you the Rocky Horror Picture Show room. So yes, I did my best at giving you a Rocky Horror Picture Show. Not exactly a horror movie, but close enough. So this is where, Brad and Janet would come in and they lose all their clothes and, just giving you that Frankenfurter's feeling. So here, yes, we absolutely have that feeling. The floor is what, Frankenfurter's had a similar floor in his laboratory, having that like rubber kind of thing to it. Oh, Brad. So yeah, this is my Rocky Horror room. And unfortunately, that kind of does it because, there really wasn't much else I could do in the time frame I had. We do have some tombstones out here for, general purposes sake. But yeah, so that's the house. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a different approach. I definitely tried to invoke the feeling of the movies that I truly have a passion for when it comes to horror movies, ones that I absolutely love. And so I hope you guys enjoyed that. So make sure you're dropping into the network Discord server. It will be linked down below. If you liked what you saw, give a like, maybe even subscribe, see some more YouTube videos, and I will be multi-streaming to YouTube. So if you enjoy what you see here, definitely make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. And with that, I'll see you around. Let's go.